This? No thanks, watch this.
Oh my God.
You gotta...
Am I right?
If I got served this, I would be pissed.
Wrong.
You picked two of the most like worried people to cook pizza.
Do you like to cook?
I love cooking a lot of Asian food, a lot of Asian cuisine.
You had that fun dinner party.
I had a little
You cooked
dinner
a bunch
party
of
where I
us.
cooked a Japanese hot pot. It was way too salty,
cute. I
and
liked it.
I was dehydrated for a few days afterwards. Oh, I did
great.
kimchi stew recently. That was actually good.
Ooh.
Have you ever made a pizza before?
Pizza feels, a little intimidating, not gonna lie.
We talked about doing many pizza nights when we shot the last season of Stranger Things, and then
Yeah.
never did it, and it always ended up maybe spending an hour and a half trying to figure out what we were gonna end up ordering. Hey, I'm Finn Wolfhard,
I'm Natalia Dyer.
and today we're with New York Times Cooking. We're making some pizzas. There's two ways that I could approach this, is like by doing like a monster pizza, or something that I actually would
You're gonna
want
have to eat it.
Yeah. I don't know why I just started thinking about Harry Potter, the flu powder.
Does it just more make it like crispier on the bottom?
I think
'Cause
more
that's
just makes
like,
it not stick
Oh.
to the pan.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Look at these babies.
I'm excited.
Is there one?
Which one do you?
I
which
don't
one-
know. Who's calling out? This guy.
Cool, I'll do this.
Still a cutie.
This little guy. Ooh, wow.
Oh. Just like
Just straight.
driving a car. It's
Hey,
got
did you sell your Solara? It's a fun car.
It's a fun car. The thing though is that there's a lot of trees and it's always parked under a tree, and because it's like
Sap.
got that top, no spiders.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Like-
Watch this.
Oh my God.
God, we are so
Wow.
multi-talented. You know, like when people talk about like actors being so multi-talented,
I know. Like this.
like this.
This.
Mine? This?
Oh,
You're telling me
yeah.
this? You're telling me this is not gonna stretch back out. I guess I'll get a new one.
Man, how do people do this? This gives me actually so much respect for people who make pizza. This feels so precarious.
Listen, I ate a lot of Play-Doh as a kid, so I think I know how to
Look,
handle these kind of
let me tell you.
these kind of
This feels.
things.
If you two were to show each other around your hometowns, what's the first thing you'd eat?
Probably go to East Nashville.
East Nashville is like, yeah, just don't take me to anywhere that isn't a hipster place, because I will hate it. No $45 cup of coffee, no thanks.
Oh man, I take you to Bolton's for some hot chicken.
I went
Nashville
to,
hot chicken.
was it Bolton's? There's another hot chicken
There's
place I went to.
Princess. It was good.
It was
Did you
great,
get
but
it
it
hot? Was it hot?
I got it hot. It
Yeah,
was,
it's-
dude, the medium was like
No, I know. That's the
insane.
thing about it. It's like it's all hot.
Is this supposed to look like this?
Looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think this looks good. Favorite restaurant in Vancouver? Well, I'd take you to go get the best cinnamon buns ever.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
your whole entire life.
Oh,
Called
wow.
Grounds for Coffee cinnamon buns. They are like truly the best. Toshi Sushi. There's a place called, Danbo has a few locations around the world, but Danbo Ramen's really good. And if it's the summer, riding bikes to the beach.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to like taste as we go? It's all edible, right? It's all food. Should we get a spoon or something?
Yeah, let's do a spoon.
I might brush it with something. Is that bad? Is
No.
that a bad idea?
Is that
There's-
bad? Am I being bad?
Bad?
What was the thing that Gaten said the other day? He like picked up one of these and he went, "These are dangerous." It's like,
Love
that is
that.
the most like older white woman thing to do.
Is there a food that reminds you of being on the Stranger Things set?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
So many.
A few, yeah.
Donuts and like chicken wings.
The cookies, though, yeah, the chocolate chip cookies that they were at catering.
It always starts off like, healthy and
Oh,
like
you try.
people try to like be, and then by like month 6, it's like, here's your Danimal. I remember one time, I don't know, I must have been 13 or something on the set, and everyone was doing Lent. And I told, they were like, "Finn, what are you gonna give up for Lent?" And I said, "I'm not gonna eat sugar." And they were like, "Bullshit." And then, I'm not even joking, within 30 minutes, I was eating a sour Skittle.
It's just automatic,
And
subconsciously.
then Caleb walked in and was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And I went, "Oh my God." And then he started laughing so hard.
Is there such a thing as too much sauce on a pizza? And how close to that do
Am
you
I?
think?
I feel like
Because
that's
I
fine.
like I like a little saucy.
I'm a sauce girl.
I'm a saucy girl.
Have you ever cooked for each other?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, last season especially, we were all living in the same neighborhood.
So fun.
Yeah, so fun.
Who from the cast is the best cook?
I think Joe's.
Yeah, Joe's pretty good.
Joe's a good cook.
What did he make that one time? It was like steak and chimichurri sauce. And
Yeah, that
that was amazing.
Oh man, that was great.
Just like simple, but like
simple,
perfect.
totally. Even like the other day, he made this like chicken thing. It was like,
Whoa.
just like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And there's so many kinds of cheese. I'm not that well versed.
Should I do like a Korean style pizza?
Whoa.
Do kimchi.
Dude, yes.
All right, I'm just gonna do this. Do this.
Oh, that looks like a pizza.
This is a pizza.
Did you ever have Lunchables?
No, I was really jealous of the kids that did.
That's probably the closest I've come to making pizza. Those little Lunchable pizzas. Are these what I think they are?
That's probably good.
That's pretty good. We're gonna do some of these.
Whoa.
That's a good start.
The last time I actually did this was when I was probably, I don't know, I must have been 6 or 7 or something. No, I just threw myself off that bit because I was 6 or 7, and
Yeah.
now there's this meme about 6, 7 that I
Oh,
just
is that where you
I
went?
couldn't not think about.
Can you explain that?
There's nothing to explain.
Nothing to explain.
I mean, it's
That's
just
what I've heard.
the joke is that it's you'd say it.
It's
Yeah.
been, you're known to be chronically online.
Are
Who
you
said
known
that?
to be chronically online?
I'm also not. I've seen
that
Instagram,
something
I've
to
seen
say about
comments.
you?
Maybe at one point from ages, I don't know, when my teen years was online a lot, but now, see, I feel bad for these. I just don't know if I could do it.
I saw that film, My Octopus Teacher.
And you can't.
Ever since then, I just can't.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Wow. What does this look like? Oh.
It does have
that
some
is-
good dog
wow,
organs.
It really does.
How can I make this Korean other than the kimchi?
Corn.
Yeah, could do corn.
There's chili pepper oil.
True. Honestly, you know what would be good is like
lemons.
chicken.
Oh, wow. You're in luck.
Here, look, we got a whole bowl of this stuff.
I feel like I'm putting a lot of weighty ingredients. I'll just be confident, right?
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
Do you guys like pineapple on your pizza?
I
No.
do. I love a Hawaiian pizza. It's so good. Completely underrated, or just people don't talk about it because I secretly think a lot of people do. You don't, Seth?
Well, you know what I don't like. I don't
Oh.
like fruit.
Right.
This is true.
Right.
Yeah. Listen, I'll probably grow out of it. I like vegetables.
Having played siblings for the past 10 years, would you say you two are like siblings at all?
Yeah. Although we
Yeah.
don't like fight. I think siblings fight.
I know.
But maybe
Cat.
some siblings get along. That
I
mean, how
mean,
often do you
look,
fight with your sisters?
Nowadays, I
Yeah.
feel like fighting's something you do when you grow up. Like
Yeah.
when you're growing up and you're sharing things and you're learning.
I lived around the corner, like where Nat was living, and I would just show up when I was in peril.
Oh.
It's a really sweet relationship of just like, I feel
Yeah.
like I can just go to Nat for, advice, sister stuff.
I remember them filming those like early, like breakfast scenes where like when we're kicking.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
were kicking each other.
Yeah, under the table. That was fun.
Yeah, I remember
That's
actually
funny.
kicking you, and you
Yeah,
actually
I feel like
kicking
they
me.
were right. I feel like it was kind of like you didn't want to, and the classic Duffers was probably like, yeah, go for it.
You can
I'm
actually
like,
kick her.
okay. Right. So far, what have we done? We've done questionable olive oil, questionable amount of sauce, a small amount of this white cheese, and then some caramelized onions, some mushrooms. I want to say woodier. Am I right? Wrong.
And I want to say, is it woodier? Oh,
And it's not.
I don't know what I'm
Wow.
putting on.
I like whatever is going on over here though. This feels true creativity.
Is this spinach or is this like?
Gotta get those greens in. And then yeah, maybe a little hot honey, cause why not?
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah. We feel good.
We feel perfect.
Yeah, this I feel optimistic. It's
I also haven't eaten anything today, so this is my
starving.
first. Ready? Oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, barely made it.
Oh. Nope.
You got it. Yeah.
Wow. Hello.
Hi.
You're looking lovely today.
Oh my gosh, your bubbles are just. Is it the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay,
just
I
feed
just,
it.
well,
You
all
always
right.
underfeed it.
Open up. Here you go. You're gonna really love this, and I hope it nourishes you.
And then when you go to bread school tomorrow, everyone's gonna be like, oh, wow, you look so good. Like, look at all those ingredients that you were just fed. Like, look, oh man, I wish I could have as much flour and water. Boom, right into me.
Right into it.
Yeah, and like, ooh, could I be stirred? Yes, please.
Yes,
That's
please.
you. You are a star.
Does it have a name?
You can name it.
What's me and you's name together?
Wow, okay.
Finalia?
Finalia?
Finale. Well, that's like the finale. Maybe Finalia.
It's pretty cute.
What about just like gooey?
Gooey.
Gooey Finalia.
Gooey Finalia. Can you overstir it? Are we disturbing it? Is it just be gentle? Good night, Gooey.
Good night, Gooey. Have a
Good
good
night and
sleep.
good luck, Gooey.
Good night and good luck. Yours is perfect. Mine looks like a tumor.
I can't wait. I can't wait to try yours, actually.
Close it.
It looks great. It's a little heart almost.
I know.
Heart
look at
shape.
that. Wow. Made with love.
Looking good.
Honestly, I feel pretty proud. Having not made pizza, and this kind of looks like a pizza adjacent.
Mine
at
does not
least.
look like a pizza.
It does.
I don't know
it
what
does.
it looks like. Dude, if I got served this, I would be pissed. If this came like in front of me, I'd be like, what is this?
If you were a food dish, what would you be, and can you answer for each other?
I feel like you're some kind of noodle dish.
I am, yeah, just because of the like way I look too.
No, yeah, you're tall.
And the hair.
But I also feel like,
Yeah,
you know,
noodly.
no, I feel like you think a lot. Kind of noodling around in there.
For you, I don't know. My first place in my head was like a really like a good pie.
Goodbye.
Like strawberry rhubarb or something.
Oh, wow.
Because it's like sweet, but then it also has like wisdom of like, you know, being a part of the earth and like being rooted. Wow, not a good cut. Not a good cut. Not a good cut, you guys. These are very oddly sized. Hey, good cheese pull though. Tell you what.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. Now we taste it. And now we taste.
Okay.
Now's the test. All right. Wow. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh God. Cheers. Here we go.
Mine's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wait.
Yeah.
Is yours good?
It's all right. You're probably missing a few components
It's all
if I had
right.
to critique
What do you-
it, but
If you could critique it,
there's definitely sauce. I'll tell you that.
do you want to try some?
Of course. Okay. All right.
a little
Here we
bit of
go. Okay. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah.
It's not bad, right?
No, it's great.
Yeah.
The kimchi.
Yeah, it's got a little
It's
zip.
really good. It's good pizza.
It's great.
It's okay. It's because I put so much honey and
That's what
Figs
it could have
and-
been. It could have been that you just dunked it. in honey.
sauce and
It's good though.
I have a sweet tooth, what can I say? Thank you so much, New York Times Cooking.
Stranger Things season 5, the entire series will premiere December 31st, only on Netflix.